Let us talk about the structure and marking criteria of IELTS speaking test in this video. I'll also give you some suggestions through which you'll be able to develop your speaking skills, and you'll probably get a band score above 7 or 8. So there are 3 parts in your IELTS speaking test. In the first part, the examiner will ask you general questions. What are you doing now? Introduce yourself. What is your favorite hobby? And what are the things you are doing? Your environment, your daily life. What are the things that you usually do, usually don't do? This type of common question will come in the first part, and this part will last 3 to 4 minutes. In the second part of the test, you will have a cue card or a task card where you'll find a specific topic for your presentation. There will be some prompts or hints by which you'll be able to create a short presentation for 1 or 2 minutes. In the third part of the test, the examiner will ask you critical questions. Probably they will ask you questions on the second part, that cue card part. But this time the questions will be more critical. It will judge your mental ability or your ability to handle discussions on difficult issues or critical issues. But mostly IELTS will judge your speaking ability in English. How does IELTS judge your speaking ability? So if you check the band descriptors in IELTS web page, you will see that there are specific criteria of marking for your speaking test. For example, they will check whether you are speaking with enough logical sequence. Have you used enough transitional signals in your speaking? Are you speaking in a logical manner, step by step? Are your sentences connected together? And are you using enough cohesive devices, transitional signals? IELTS also check whether you are using enough vocabularies, whether you are being able to use a variety of vocabularies in your speaking. And finally, they also check your grammar skills, whether you are being able to use different kinds of grammatical structures, or you are limited to only 1 or 2 kinds of structures. How can you get a good score in IELTS speaking? And how can you develop your speaking skills? One of my students who grew up in the UK and in the USA suggested that she developed her speaking skills by reading a lot of novels, stories during her school and college life. Another student suggested that she has been watching a lot of movies for a long time, and that's why she thinks that her speaking capability is fantastic now. Another student suggested that because he has regular conversations with his foreign friends, he can now speak better than before. So to develop your speaking skills, you can watch a lot of movies, you can read a lot of novels, you can read a lot of books, articles, and also you can be in an English speaking environment where you'll be speaking with your friends, maybe a native friend or friends. Let me give you some extra tips through which you can get a good band score in IELTS speaking test. Develop your pronunciation. Learn IPA transcription techniques. So I will talk about IPA transcription in another video, but you need to develop your pronunciation skills, and develop your pronunciation by following the native speakers. You can watch movies, you can watch televisions, you can watch BBC, CNN, Al Jazeera, you can listen to radio, you can listen to podcasts. The next point is you need to develop your fluency, and you can develop your fluency by speaking a lot with your friends and relatives and teachers and colleagues whenever possible. Third point is you need to learn new vocabularies and new sentence structures in order to develop your speaking skills. And you can do it by reading articles and books from where you learn a lot of good examples of sentence structures, and you'll be able to learn a lot of new vocabularies. And the most important point that I'm going to share with you now is that you need to speak with a specialist who can help you improve your speaking skills and work on your weaknesses. So without knowing your specific problems, I cannot suggest you what you should do. So meet a teacher, meet a specialist who can give you suggestions on your particular problems. That will really help you to get a good score in IELTS speaking. And finally, from Cambridge IELTS examination papers, you can give a lot of mock tests. Select some friends, tell them to be your partner, and speak with them in different topics. That will really help you to speak in different issues and learn new vocabularies and ideas